Good morning, afternoon, or evening and welcome to the Morph Neo channel, where regular and play-to-earn games meet. In this video I am talking about the story of earning my first 100 Trilium in Alien Worlds play-to-earn game. I am going to tell you when I started, how many times I mined, where I mined, which tools I used, the result of the mining, what is needed to mine, etc. In other words, I am going to show you the statistics based on true data, hoping it will give you a detailed insight of the game and perhaps give you more information to decide whether you want to play this game. Short disclaimer: I am not a financial advisor. Everything in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes. Always do your own research. If you need financial advice, please turn to a financial advisor. Now that is all cleared up, let us dive in. First of all, what is Alien Worlds? I have prepared a detailed tutorial video on Alien Worlds, the link of which you can find in the description below. So just very shortly, Alien Worlds is currently a clicker game where by clicking on the mine button every few minutes you can earn Trilium. There are many things that you can do with the Trilium you mined, one of which is that you can use it to go on missions within the game to earn more Trilium, or you can buy better tools to mine Trilium more efficiently. Which tools did I use to mine Trilium? At the beginning of the game everybody gets a free standard shovel to start mining with. In the first few days I mined with one standard shovel. When I mined enough Trilium I purchased another standard shovel and soon enough I bought a third one. Standard shovels are ridiculously cheap, so you can quickly buy them from the Trilium that you mined. To be more precise, the Trilium must be exchanged for wax to buy further tools, but this is not the topic of this video. Please note that you can mine with a maximum of 3 tools at the same time. I have prepared a tutorial video on how to buy a standard shovel, the link of which you can find in the description below. Which planets did I mine on? In Alien Worlds there are 6 planets and 20 land types you can choose for mining. I used this website to find the ideal planet to mine on. On awstats.io/mining/pools website you can see the total pool, maximum mineable and fill rate for each planet. In my understanding, total pool shows the Trilium balance mineable. Maximum mineable shows how much Trilium can be mined at a given second. Fill rate shows the rate of filling the maximum mineable from the planet total pool. As I see it, the higher the total pool the better, and the higher the fill rate and maximum mineable figure the better. So, I think at the date of recording this video for me Neri is the best planet to mine on. Which lands did I mine on? In Alien Worlds there are 20 land types you can choose for mining. I use this website to find the ideal land to mine. On alienworlds.tools website you can select your desired land type and up to 3 tools to mine with, and you can see detailed statistics of charge time, mining power, NFT luck, and POW reduction. Moreover, you can compare your build in all lands with the click of a button, which I find extremely useful. For me the most useful statistics was the TLM per minute figure. This shows how much Trilium can be mined on a given land per minute. I wanted to mine frequently and the most Trilium possible, so I usually chose the land with the highest figure in this field. Alright, now let us see the statistics. First, please have a look at my table with the mining results. You will see here the date of mining, the Trilium mined, approximate USD value of the Trilium mined, how many times I mined that day, average Trilium mined per successful mining, the tools I used, the land I mined on, the charge time of my tool set, or how frequently I was given the opportunity to mine, the amount of wax by state to CPU, my CPU usage when I stopped mining for the day, my CPU percentage, average Trilium mined per hour, minimum mining time required. This is the minimum time you have to spend on the game if all mining attempts are successful, which is usually not the case. You can see here my most successful day. I wish all were the same. Now let us have a look at the summary of the data. You can see the number of days I mined, the average trillium per mine and the average trillium per hour in the cases of mining with 1 standard shovel, 2 standard shovels and 3 standard shovels respectively, how many times I mined in total, my lowest amount of trillium mined with a single mining, and my highest amount of trillium mined with a single mining, and this is my average trillium mined per mining. The most important metrics is that I mined this amount of trillium, which is worth about $12.58 at the time of recording. Please note the following. 1. The game is being developed, so these statistics may be quite different in the future. 2. I have experienced extreme differences in the lowest and highest mining results. 3. There were a lot of occasions when my CPU percentage was well below 100% or even below 10% and still I could not mine and received error messages. 4. This game is said to be free, and it is true that you can start it without any investment, but soon enough you will run out of resources and you will not be able to mine. To continue mining you will need to invest into 3 resources: RAM, CPU, and net. What these exactly are is not the topic of this video. In my experience you will need to buy RAM for 5 to 10 WAX, you will need to stake to net 1 WAX and you will need to stake to CPU at least 100 WAX. I staked much more in order I can mine regularly and continuously. Summary. To sum it up as short as possible, I played 45 days and made about $12.58. How do I see this game after this experience? The game in its current form is a clicker game. You do not need any skills to play it, and if you are working with a computer the entire day anyway and you are willing to click a button every few minutes, then this is a game for you. Does it worth it? This of course depends on your circumstances and this decision must be made by you. Please note however, that I was mining with standard shovels. These tools have extremely limited mining power, so the results should be assessed in this light. If you want you can invest into buying more powerful tools right from the beginning, but this is your choice again. What are my future plans? For the time being I am planning to follow a cautious approach and I do not intend to invest into the game, but I am planning to reinvest into the game that I have already earned. Therefore, I am planning to mine a little more Trilium, and as soon as I have enough to buy a standard drill, I will buy one and continue mining. I will make videos on my future purchases, mining, missions, and I will show you the statistics, so stay tuned. If you like this video please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give a thumb up. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.